Hi, part two. How are you? Uh, I'm okay. I'm a little discouraged, I'm not gonna lie. The PC stuff, every time it happens, it's just like, every time it happens, it feels like the cherry on top kind of moment. I don't know. I'm just sick of the PC issues all the time. So, I'm excited for the new PC, but I'm also nervous. I don't know why. I'm nervous that, like, for one, I don't live in the best area, so I'm nervous someone's gonna snatch it up off my porch. Um, and then I'm also like, it's gonna be a lot to set it up. I'm hoping I can do it in like a day's worth of time, but I'm probably still gonna want to take like a week off just 'cause I feel like I really need it. So, yeah. But I'll let you guys know before like I plan on like going MIA for a minute. So, yeah. I'm glad that you're doing well, though. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I have like a gnat and a fly that I can't seem to kill flying around my room, and I'm not too excited about that. So if you see me like stand up and just like, or like do like a That's So Raven moment or whatever, um, I'm probably looking to try to kill the fly, so don't mind me. Alright, let's try to get back into it. I don't know. I'm hoping the DLC isn't what like was making it shit itself. I don't kill flies, I take up close pictures of them. Eh, no. Nope, couldn't be me. I'm sorry. Could not be me. Give me that. I don't know. I would like to be the type of person that like catches a bug and like just, that's not a good sign. And like brings it outside and lets it go out there, but I just don't think that's me. Their heads are round and they have bigger eyes than you would think. I mean, I've seen up close pictures of flies before, but I just don't like bugs. I don't know, I'm not a big fan. Like any kind of bug, really. I mean, roly-polies are cute, but even then, up close pictures of like any kind of bug is kind of. 9 times out of 10, I let bugs live and don't kill them. I really only kill them if they touch me or get near me. It depends for me. I'm really weird. Like when I'm at like my worst with depression, I tend to let bugs like crawl all over me and I'm fine. Um, but otherwise, like, yeah, I kill them. I assume. I haven't told him yet. Also, did fit check go up since I was last here? It's like 400 now. It's been 420 for a long while. I don't think I changed that anytime recently. Hello, Sala Taylor. Welcome in. Tyler, my bad.
It's all because of your
I imagined an extra letter.
Don't think your false flattery will work on me, Talus.
Oh, yes, give me your staff, sir.
Have you destroyed the Ash Guardian yet? Master Neloth will kill me, or worse, if he finds out. What a relief. Master Neloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I don't have any gold to pay you with, but I can give you the staff.
Yes, give me staff.
I suppose Master Neloth won't mind.
Oh wait, no,
He's always telling me to get out of his way.
Awkward. I actually didn't want that, but okay. That works. Also, I don't kill them because Have you ever thought, depending on how you kill them, you're getting their blood around your house? I mean, yeah, there's that, but I've had a lot of trauma around bugs, which is why I like, no thank you. Like, I'm gonna kill them. Um, in fact, a fun story really quick. So one time for my birthday, I decided I wanted to go hiking, and we were visiting my parents who lived in Minnesota, right? So we drove like 2 to 2.5 hours out of the way, and we ended up like we were right next to the trail, and then we realized that it was an ATV trail. And by this time, I don't know if you've ever been on an ATV trail, but there's like really big rocks and stuff. So we were like driving on the ATV trail, and I realized very quickly that my car wasn't gonna make it. So I yelled at everyone. I was like, "We gotta turn around." So I rolled down the windows to tell them that we need to turn around, and it was at that point that I realized, you know that scene in Lilo and Stitch where Pleakley gets like a whole horde of mosquitoes on him? That's what it was like in this area, because there's over 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, so it's a whole bunch of like sweaty, wet land kind of thing. And so basically we get out of the area, but we had to like keep changing out drivers because I was scared. And so by the time we were out of the area, you know, we're driving back home, all the windows are rolled up. It's me and my best friend, and the amount of mosquitoes that was inside of my car, I'm not joking, there had to have been anywhere from like 60 to 100 mosquitoes inside this car. I'm not even joking. So I'm like trying to drive, and I'm like swatting at mosquitoes, and there's blood because they were like sucking the blood out of us, and like while I was driving. And so they like would fly off, and we would like hit them, and you would just see blood fly across the car. And that was like a war scene that I will never forget. I felt like I was in Vietnam. Like it listen. We were screaming and crying. I was crying. She was laughing. I was not having fun. It was really hard to drive. Depression does suck. I agree. I had really bad, not so great thoughts today. So, if you're going through that, know that you are not alone. But as a very wise friend of mine told me today when I texted them and told them that I was in a not so great place, there will be a point here soon after where you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, man, I'm really glad I didn't do anything about that. I'm really glad that I stuck with life. And I know things might be hard right now, but in the end, I hope you know that that's true. So, also, if you need a safe space to talk about it, you are amongst friends. If it's a small spider, I put it outside, but if it's a big one, sorry, one of us has to die. See, I'm like the opposite. If anything, I'm more afraid of like the small spiders. But I don't know. I don't really like spiders, but I could do like a tarantula. Like my teacher in 3rd grade had a pet tarantula, and I actually let it crawl on my desk once, and it was kind of liberating. Hi, Cast! Welcome in! Hi, Jitter! Hello! How are you guys? How is your day? I hope you are well. I need water really bad. Who did that? I just channel my ancestors who were cleric warriors. Dude, it was a lot of blood. It was a lot of blood everywhere. And then to know it was my own blood freaked me out even more.
Have you found Verona yet? I could rarely use. Dead? Well, that's annoying. How did she die?
It looks like an ash stone
There are
attack.
more and more of those things showing up around here lately. I suppose you'll have to find me a new steward. Try Raven Rock. They are in awe of me there. I'm sure almost anyone would be willing to serve me.
Yeah.
So, gaining the favor of a Telvanni wizard isn't enough. I suppose I'll have to pay you. Heroes. They get
I mean, all
greedy
anxiety, I
with
mean,
every
all mental
century.
health is all in your head. You know what I mean? It's still hard to run away from, though, because it's all in your head. Like, it follows you everywhere. But you can dismiss it. Be like, nah, fuck you, though. You know, like that voice that's like, you ain't shit. Be like, nah, that's you. You're the one that ain't shit. Shut the fuck up, actually, by the way. You know?
Excellent question. Once word gets out, there will be a lot of people to choose from. Someone with a brilliant mind and a robust physique that is blindly obedient would be ideal. Oh, and they need to know how to brew tea. Wolves always waters it down.
What's up with this song? It's like some Sarah McLachlan sad dog video thing. Yeah, I've already done all that other stuff. Thank
Don't
you.
take too long finding
I think
the
I
steward.
have this key. That's what I'm really here for. Ah, fuck you! Where do I get the key? Hello? That was a strange noise. Is there a second exit? What the fuck? Wait, what? There's a second exit? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, huh? What? Is it the same? What is happening? Okay, I'm just gonna float. I'm just gonna float.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Spiders are the one bug that get in the house I'll actually try to save. Why spiders? Why soft spot for spiders? I feel like normally everyone's like, fuck spiders. Like the opposite of that. Your story should be set to Slayer's Rain and Blood. I wouldn't be against that. That'd actually probably be like a really good montage. I'm so confused. Well, I can't do that now, can I? I wonder if I get him like all these things, if he'll give me the damn key. We can walk. Welcome back, Creel. Are you inside a mushroom? I was. We were basically in like a little hobbit town. Isn't it so cute? We were in that one. I'd probably, if I were to live in any of these, I'd want that one. I just like it better. I don't know why. We are supposed to go just like straight. Wait. Yeah, we need to go like west. Is that a Smurf village? I mean, it kind of looks like it, yeah. Just needs little blue people hanging outside of it. Actually, what color are they? Hold up. They are kind of blue people. Maybe it is a Smurf village. That's so cute. I never thought about that. We all float in the end. We all float too. I'm just gonna like hand out red balloons and yellow rain jackets. Hi, Georgie. I can't do it. I wish I was better at doing voices. I have to hear it like a couple times and practice it in the moment, and then I can only do it for that moment. I hear you. Working 9 to 5. I don't have a soft spot. I fucking hate unknowingly walking through spider webs, and it happens like every day. Oh, oh! We have like so many people to kill this guy. Well, damn. We have like 4 people on him. That's crazy. That's gonna get real crowded in a dungeon or something, though. I don't like that part. Miley Cyrus. I've not played Skyrim in so long now. That's gonna be me here shortly. Once I get my new PC, like, I might be just playing all kinds of other stuff for a while. Plus, like, I'm just being so real. Like, no tea, no shade. But the whole point of being a variety streamer is actually being able to stream, like, variety of games. And I feel like I've just been playing nothing but Fallout and Skyrim for so long now. And I've just been a little bit burnt out. But as a streamer, and again, I'm just being real, as a streamer, it's hard not to just keep playing Skyrim and Fallout, because it's also like the most yielding of the games that I play. So that's how streamers get trapped into playing the same game forever. It's like stomping on the forehead. I'll get you eventually, burnt springin'. I think there's something else trying to clap my cheeks. Yep, there sure is. Did they kill it? Cool. Where did it go? I wanted to loot it. That's so sad. Moody! Hello, Moody! Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're doing well today, friend. Where on earth? Oh yeah, I'm going over to this place. My bad. I don't even remember how that fight got initiated, to be honest with you. I think it was just out of nowhere. Love Skyrim? Hell yeah. This is my first time ever playing the DLC stuff, so I don't really know what I'm doing. And in fact, I really don't even know exactly, like, the lore behind Solstein. Or anything. Like, I don't know who this land belongs to or anything of that nature. I'm just here. Time to play some Metal Gear Solid. Nice. That's another game I've not played before. How the fuck do I get in here? Please tell me I'm allowed here and no one's gonna, like, fight me for being here. Cool. Of course he would go inside right as I get over here. Rude. He's running from me.
You lost.
I'm pretty sure he's live right now. Hold on.
Traveling beyond
on the ball.
Your efforts in
Much
Ravenlock
safer.
have proven most invigorating for my husband. I haven't seen him this pleased in many years.
Okay. Know you? So true. What? I found your missing folium
You
baby.
have?
Oh, what a
You
dork.
have no idea what this means to me, to my family. May the nations bless you. Well, you've certainly proven your worth around here to me. Please, accept this gift as a token of my appreciation.
Do you want to be the new steward of Mithrin?
I could never leave Adril behind, and he will never leave Leril.
Damn.
Besides, I'd never work for Neloth. I heard he cut the heart out of his former apprentice.
Well, I don't think she's gonna do it. Where are you from originally?
Adril and I lived in Blacklight, the
Why am I
capital
caring
city
too much?
of Morrowind. House Redoran has improved Blacklight substantially over the last 1,000 years. Its grandeur rivals that of Mournhold itself. The root spire where the Council of Great Houses
Thank
meet
you, Moody.
is
I
something
appreciate
to
it.
behold.
To the Nords or to the nerds, Sussy? Because apparently I'm a nerd. Also, wouldn't I be a Nord just because I'm white? And I don't know, I guess I'm born in the northern parts of the US. Does that matter? Nords just means like northern, right? I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. Mainly because save data. Oh, that happened to me too. I feel you.
I haven't seen the city in over 50 years. Even for a Dunmer, that seems like an eternity.
What's up with your eyebrows?
Regardless, I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to Councillor Morvain.
This is how she's looking the whole time. Just saying. Alright, thanks for chatting.
Good journey, traveler.
Like why? Why is it so glitchy? Let's fly.
May I have a word with you, Counselor?
Are you asking me? Because we just talked and you said nothing.
Of course,
Oh.
Signori. What troubles you?
I was concerned about our food stores.
What is going on? Hold on.
So much on
Relax.
this journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
That might help. Alright. Also I'm like slow as shit, but why? Alright. It's not like a Discord call. I can't just abruptly leave, sadly. You can have this on your floor.
Thank you for the biddies.
Thank you, Jim. Always laughed about the dark elves because their eyes are red. They got that good cushion. That's what I'm saying. I literally said earlier. I was like, I'm trying to be like them. I want my eyes to be that red. Super bloodshot. On that note, let's cheers. Cause why not? 25 FPS simulator. Ugh. This new PC is gonna be like a godsend. Like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh my god. We're gonna have to... I'm gonna buy some wine for that stream. We're gonna celebrate. I think we should celebrate. Watch out. I swear to god. Ooh. Ooh. If OBS crashes on that very first stream, I swear. Ooh. Cheers. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be like, are you serious? But like, point, that would have to mean that it's my my internet provider, right? Right? Thank you for putting more stuff in the queue. Appreciate it. Did I drop the thing already? I think I did.
I'll speak with
Yeah.
Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season.
Why am I here?
Sorry.
If you find yourself in the
Hi, bye. You probably will have to buy a new PC. No. No. At that point, I'll just... we'll just make my bit goal to pay my Comcast bill every month. And maybe I can get an upgrade. I have like the middle settings, I think, right now. So there's a step up from where I'm at. I just the bills, they just keep multiplying. We're just gonna do that this time. Yeah, it's Comcast, but that's like all that there is. It's like Comcast or AT&T, and Comcast was cheaper for the same amount of shit. So I went with Comcast. But I heard AT&T is supposed to get fiberware. And if that happens, I'm switching. What is that? Oh, it's a horker. Well, we wait. Hydrate, thank you. Are you getting a pre-build or making it? Pre-build because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't want to fuck it up.
My son and I gather items to trade with travelers who visit the village.
Celebratory new PC stream / wine and cheese tasting stream. I like the way you think. We'll see if it's in the budget.
I am in no mood to talk, outsider. One of the Skull has gone missing.
Who's missing?
It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village.
Did anything unusual happen around the time of his disappearance? Why would someone want to kidnap Baldur?
I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw two elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it.
Where were they headed?
South and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The skull would be grateful.
Did he just ask for a skull? He had like no, like no faith that his friend was still alive. That's kind of messed up. Just saying. I need that NASA internet. It's hard to get into Baldur. Wait, Baldur is a place? I thought it was a person. It sounded like a person. Are you sure about that? Or are you saying you're gay for Baldur? No, I want a Queese. Yes. Let's go soak the tap roots. So, like, northwest. Ah, there's stuff though. Let's just discover stuff. I think we should discover stuff. Stuff is fun. Dale! Hello, Dale! Welcome in! How are you? I hope you're doing well. Installing the CPU is the only worrisome part, but otherwise it's pretty easy and usually cheaper. I'm sure it is, but the problem is like, I don't even know what parts are what and what they do. So, I feel like I need to first have the time to sit down and learn stuff about computers as a whole before I try to build one as a whole. Otherwise, I might end up building half and then I can't do anything with that, you know? So I figured pre-built was better for now, and then if at some point in life I manage to find more time in my day-to-day life, then I can like figure all this stuff out. And you know, maybe I should stream a little bit less, and then I would have more time to like learn this kind of stuff. But I really do enjoy streaming. I just like hanging out with everybody and playing video games and chatting with people. And I don't know. But I'm sure I'm supposed to like be doing more of my time in other areas. But like, eh. My mouse is dying. It's just one of those days. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hold up. Ugh. This one. There. We'll just hang out for a minute. My mouse needs to charge for a little bit. It won't take long, like 10 minutes tops. A quiet evening alone, just the one to. I was an adventurer like you once. Did someone steal your sweet roll? Did you take an arrow to the knee, maybe? Possibly? Just got done meal prepping for the week? Nice. What did you make? I wish I could get into that, honestly, but I don't know how to do these things. Installing the CP. Oh, I already read that, actually. Baldur's House? Cause Baldur's Gate. Ah. Oh. Ah. My bad. That went way over my head. That's all. I'm just a girl. I'm just a stupid little girl. My subscription to you ends today, and I have no money to renew it. Sage. It happens. How are you? I'm doing okay. I've had like a day. It's just one of those days, you know? But I'm okay. How are you? Oh, I actually already asked that when you said the meal prep thing. Duh. I'm one of those people where if like I go to like the movie and they give me a ticket and they're like enjoy the movie, I'm like you too, and then I'm like, oh, my bad, my bad. But like, you know, maybe they will, you know? Why did they call PC mice a mouse? Because a mouse is a. Well, yeah. I don't know. Why did they call it that? There's probably some actual reason for it. Or maybe just because it's small like one. Or it looks like a mouse when it's just like sitting there. And it kind of has a tail. Salmon and broccoli, rice, and chicken. If you got rid of the salmon and swapped it out with like walleye, and then instead of the broccoli, swapped it out with like Brussels sprouts or asparagus, I'd be down for that. I am excited for Tuesday, where I get to finally go to this freaking. There's this Asian place that I've been trying to go to for like 2 different times now, and each time they're like, we'll be open on this date. And then that day comes, and then you go, and then they're like, we'll be open on this date. And you're like, son of a bitch. And I swear if they do it again, I'm calling the police. FBI, open up on they asses. Fuck them. Respectfully. They make really good food, and I just want their food. I doubt most people have the desire to build a computer. I know when my sister did it, she really enjoyed it. And she said it was kind of like building Legos. And I mean, that's the PC that I have now, and it looks really good. Like, she did a really good job with it. But I don't know shit about fuck. So unless it comes with like IKEA furniture type instructions, like I can handle that, but I still mess that up sometimes. So I don't know about that. I'll come give you a hug. Do it. Let go of what's in front of me here. In the morning when you wake up, when you meet someone new, it's not a dream. Whoa. Dude, I fucking love this song specifically. I also quit vaping. When this is gone, I will be done. So, I'm right there with you, honestly. Thank you for the follows, by the way, today. They're anonymous, so you guys can lurk. But if you pop in the chat, I'll gladly talk to you, no problem. Also, we're taking a little break really quick, just because my mouse is dying, so it's charging, and then we're gonna get back into the game. Probably for another, like, little bit, 30-ish minutes or so, and then I'll read some more Fifth Wave. But I will be back tomorrow, and we'll play... I'm gonna play Arise. That's what I'm gonna play. I'm excited about that. I've been wanting to play that. And if we finish it, then I might play some community games. I'm not really sure. Or I might see if Alien wants to play Borderlands 3 with me. Since I can't play Borderlands 4 yet, since I suck butt and don't have a good PC yet. Also, like I said, I kind of want to wait for them to like fix the bugs first. Hello, Eye of Ev. Welcome in. How are you? Can I call you I for short, or would you prefer Ev? But hello, welcome in. Good luck, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm probably gonna be kind of a raging bitch for a couple of days, but it's okay. Hi, Jedi. Welcome in. Did you die in Skyrim? I don't think I have died at all today. Actually, that's a lie. I fell once and I died. But aside from that, I haven't died. I just have to charge my mouse, so I'm taking a little break for a second. Okay, I can call you I. No problem. That's probably what I would result to anyways. I didn't quit nicotine. I'm on Zins right now, but no vape. Is that the like... Is that the little pouch thing? You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of... It's not chew, but it's like... I think that one's supposed to replace chew though, so I don't know. EV01 used to be spelled out evil anyway. Oh, really? Okay. Did you change it, or did they make you change it? I don't know if they do that. My hair is so dry. I really need to get something like some oil to put in it. Yeah, the little pouch. It's a nicotine pouch, no tobacco. Yeah, my friend at work, he uses that, and he likes it. He had me, he had me and a friend smell it one day, which it smelled really good. So I was like smelling it, and then the other friend that was sitting next to me, in the middle, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna," like he smelled it, and then he went to like give it back or something, and it like dropped, and he like started picking it up. Oh, he's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry," and he like picking it up and putting it back in, and I'm like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no." It was just like, "Oh no." It was funny. It was just funny. Not all of them fell over, but it was just like, dang, party foul. No Tabussy? The fact that you called it a Tabussy has me sent. I change it periodically. Fair enough, fair enough. So you just like switch back and forth. I've had the same name. Well, that's not true. I did change my name at one point. But then I wanted it to be like, that was when I was a viewer. I had it as something else. And then I decided to change it to this because I was like, it's more gaming-esque, like the amiibo portion of it or whatever. I'm back, got some food from Wawa for dinner. Nice. We're supposed to be getting a Wawa soon. Is their food really that good? 'Cause it's like, from what I've seen, the menu looks really freaking good. Yo! What is it? Chaotic Love? Welcome in! How are you? I just want to swing by really quick and say your makeup looks bomb. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Aw, thank you. That's really sweet. I worked really hard on the eyeliner today, so I appreciate it very, very much. I miss doing more eyeshadow stuff. I want to get back into that, but I just haven't had like the creativity piece. It's actually pretty great for a gas station. Do you get like bubble guts after eating it though? That's what I'm always afraid of with like gas station food. Vape is just too expensive. Yeah. Yeah. That and honestly, I feel like I get more dehydrated because of vaping. Like I feel like I'm more thirsty more often, which would make sense because it's like, oil and water don't mix very well. I don't know. So I feel like I need to drink more water whenever I vape. So I just feel like it's bad, and I want to stop doing it. Especially their hoagies, but I got a couple of burgers and mac and cheese. You're making me hungry, bacon. I don't even know what I would eat as a snack either, is a crazy thing. You doing alright today? Yee, doing alright today. My bad. I'm alright. I've had better days. I've had worse days. The only thing I can really do is control my reaction to it. So, once I got away from the horde of people at my job, I was able to kind of like calm down and like it was just too many people in there. And I get so like anxious around so many people. And it doesn't help because I now have access at my store to read the comments that people leave our store. And, like 4 separate times now, we've gotten the comments of, there's there's too many people stocking the shelves. They're in the way. And it's like it just feeds into this like feel for myself that like I need to apologize for existing in front of all these customers, and it's just like man, it just I don't know. I already feel like I've my whole life like I've tried to make myself small enough, and then to have that as feedback, it's like, dude, I can't make myself any smaller, like I literally like it's so stressful. And I kind of like there's so many reasons why I just don't want to be a manager anymore. But alas, I can't afford the pay cut to like step down. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Well, and it's also like, well, what do you expect? So like what? Do you want your shelves stocked, or do you want like next you'll be complaining that there's nothing on the shelves for you to buy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just feels weird. It just feels like people don't know what the fuck they're doing. All right. I think we were exploring this cave. Ooh, the little people. Hi. You guys are so cute. All right. What the fuck? Oh gee. Oh gee. Oh gee. Alright, well. Thanks, bro. What is in your head? Oh, okay. Just kidding. He took that out real quick. He was embarrassed. Yeah, literally, right? Ugh, I don't know. I also work in an area that's a little bit more well off, if you will, so I feel like there's like that nature of like treating retail workers and basically anybody in the service industry, like it's just like naturally, you know? It's just like entitlement grows. Sorry for the third repost. Your stream froze and my end of Borderlands 3 on PS4. Could I connect with that and play? I have no idea. But whenever I do play with Alien, I'm probably just gonna have it be just me and him. Just cause every time that I have people play with us, well, it's not really that. It's just I would just want it to be just me and him, cause there's like this. He's really easy to stream with. Cause he gets it, and he understands that I have to pay attention to like chat and the game at the same time, and he'll even like have like the chat open to like talk to people too, and like I don't know, it's easier. But I do want to play some games with everybody here soon, but it'll probably be like Peak and Rico and golf kind of thing. We haven't done that in a while, and I've been craving that, so I might do that on one of the days that I'm supposed to be doing like a smaller indie game, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be whatever I feel like playing on those days, so. And I've been craving a hangout session with everybody, what the fuck? You definitely nailed the element of surprise there. Not good enough, though. Some of the moronic customers at work make me want to rip my hair out. Yep, pretty much. Like, sometimes I just, like, my favorite is when I'm walking through the grocery department, which I do not work in, and, like, some customer walks by me, and they're like, where's the soup? I can't find the soup anywhere. And I, like, literally, look up, and I'm like, soup. And I try to do it, like, I'm kind of an asshole about it, but they don't realize. I'm just a stupid worker, right? So I'm just like, soup, which aisle is, oh, right there, aisle 17, it shows soup. And they're like, oh, well, I could have done that. And I'm like, yeah, why didn't you? Like, not really, but in my head. Like, where they'll say something stupid like, well, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. And I'm like, that's when you're like, ah ha ha, and then you like walk away and you're just like, I make faces all the fucking time. What? I can search their huts? Oh, that's fun. He's got like 2 different poop buckets. That's crazy. Boy, be shitting. Well, they're so small, it probably doesn't have much room to go through. You know what I mean? Like, so, just in and out real quick. Alright, anyway. I don't know which way. I think this way? Hello? Anybody in boxes? No, the other way. Let's try the other way. Excuse me. I'm trying. Excuse me. Guess what I'm having for dinner? What are you having for dinner? Is it an entire cow? I wasn't scared at all. I need to search him. I still wish that Jackbox didn't have such dog shit security stuff. Yeah, I just, it's just because it's on a web browser, I think. And so I'm just not gonna be playing any games like that. But we can still do that kind of thing in the Discord. So I don't know. Maybe every so often after like movies are done with on movie nights, aka Saturday nights, then we could play some Jackbox on there. Oh, hi. Is there a second one? Damn. Nordic bow. That thing looks sick, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I always like walking someone to something so I can say, let's go on an adventure. I don't know how the hell you're so chipper all the time at the job, because I be wanting to like beat the shit out of things and people and fucking hangers. I work in the clothing department, and let me tell you how much I hate hangers. And bras. I hate bras. Shit's the bane of my existence. Oh damn, this place is big. They got a whole, oh wow. Alright, let's murder them while they pray. Sorry. That was actually really fucked up considering some stuff that happened in the States recently. My bad. Damn, did he die already? Oh shit. God damn. Get him, get him, get him, god damn. You just gotta stay turning on those guys, I guess. That thing was strong. Alright. I got this guy. I said I got him. Aha! Alright. I only ask, I have hard time reading. Wait, what? I'm confused. What do you mean? Yeah, I also make faces all the time when I'm at work. Usually try to do it outside of camera range. Oh, I don't care. I don't think our cameras can snap like that well. I think they're more just looking for like body movements versus like facial expressions. Unless it's like the ones leading outside. I think. I don't know. We still going to see about watching Supernatural on Discord as well? Yeah, I just gotta finish Hunter x Hunter, and I didn't realize that season 5 has 61 episodes in it or something like that. And I haven't watched that in a couple streams. I've been into, like, it's hard for me to, like, watch shows. It's so much easier to watch movies. Because it's like you have a definitive end of when it's gonna, like, be done, and then you can decide if you want to watch more. And I know, like, it's, you can just like stop wherever on a show, but I don't know. I feel like movies hold my attention better. Ooh. What? Ooh. I don't know what I have. But I kind of want those. You can have that. No. There. Trade seas. There's already gonna be an ad? My goodness. I feel like we just got here. I feel like part of me wants to go like late tonight, but then the other part of me is like, we can just go long tomorrow. But then like, I already know I'm gonna take tomorrow kind of slow. Kind of thinking about maybe going on a hike tomorrow. I don't rightfully know. But we're gonna have an ad break in a second or so. So I'm gonna take a little break from the game so you guys don't miss anything. And we'll be back in like 3 minutes. So if you need to go use the restroom or take care of yourself, eat, drink, whatever it is you need to do, you won't miss anything. We'll be back in 3 minutes. So, I'll see you then. Sorry it's so long. It's all I can do for no walk-on ads. It's because I can be a silly goose and do what I want. Yeah, I don't really have that option. I feel like, especially now, because of how things are going between me and certain people, I just feel like super secluded at my own job, and I don't like it. So, yeah, it's great. Cheers. I've been really missing my old store lately. Just because I miss, like, I was literally friends with, like, majority of the people at that store. But I just could not handle the store director. Like, I didn't like the fact that they would only call me into the office to talk to me about who I may or may not have been sleeping with versus my actual job and how I was doing at it. Something about that didn't sit right with me. To be completely honest, I sometimes steer clear of customers if I see them in the store. Does that make me a bad employee? Maybe. Do I care? No, not really. They get what they get for the little among of hours they still are giving me. Yeah. Well, the way that I feel with it, I kind of just like match the energy of the customers. So like if you're going to be snotty towards me, you're not going to like me. You know what I mean? But if you're like nice to me and you actually treat me like I'm a human being, like you could be frustrated as hell, voice your concern and like, you know, like be upset or whatever, but the second that I tell you like what I can do for you, if like how you react to that is like, you know, you know, I wish I was watching ads right now. So I didn't have to hear this crap. And so do I gotta go take care of some stuff, but I might be back depending on how long you're going for. Thank you for streaming. Have a good one, Chaotic. I love... have a... Chaotic love. Have a good one. Sorry. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. I don't even know if they can hear me anyway. Skyrim should add an anti-ad spell for streamers. That'd be kind of funny. Ugh. Cheers! That's not tasting too good, you know? Thank you for banning Sassy. I appreciate you, J-Her. Yeah, the Rickroll happens like every other stream, though. That's the issue. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just a minimum wage worker right now. I don't want to have to deal with the bullshit pulled by some Karen. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't feel that way considering I'm a manager. But I still feel that way because I'm such a minuscule middle manager who's probably never going to be able to move up in their career because no one ever takes them seriously and my department gets overlooked. Which is another reason why I've had the big depression. Because it's like, once I reach the top out of like where I'm at now, like my position, I might as well find another job. Because there's not going to be any point. You know what I'm saying? Or I can just like keep pouring into this as much as possible and hope like hell I get somewhere with it to where I can step down. And then I can, like, I wanted, I want to do work part-time and this more full-time. Like, that's what I want to do. I still want to have my part-time job. That way I have, like, insurance and stuff like that. But I just want to be at a point where I can do less of that and more of this. Or even just being just a regular employee and not a manager of any kind. Anyways, cheers! Will they not let you transfer departments or something? I mean, I could transfer departments, but there's not really a department that I really want to go in other than the one that I'm at now. Like, it's like if I'm gonna, like, nothing's gonna warrant me more money unless I were to become, like, a meat cutter manager. But that's, like, a specialty skill, and I'd have to, like, go become something for that. And I'm pretty sure the guy that's the meat manager there now is trying to move up and is more likely to move up than me because of reasons. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like, oh, and then they've already trained somebody to replace them, so it's just, I don't know. The only area that I would want to be over is like the bakery, but to be at the same level as where I'm at now, I'd have to be over the bakery and the deli at the same time, and I hated working in the deli, and I refuse to go back to the deli. Now, I don't know what a cake decorator makes, but I could easily become a cake decorator. I already know how to do like a lot of that stuff anyways. I just need to get certified somewhere pretty much. Even now, I don't work again until Thursday. I'm so fucking done with getting screwed over hour-wise at the store. I like the management and all, don't get me wrong, but I need to spread my wings. Have you talked to them about it and said like, hey, you know, like I'm serious, like I need more hours and like, or even like talked about possibly like moving up in the world of it? Hey, hello, 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 welcome in. Hello. Hi, Twisted. How are you? How was your stream? What were you playing? Thank you for giving Twisted a shout out. Everybody, please go follow Twisted. She's a very good friend of mine. I love her to death, actually. She's another variety streamer, very chill vibes, amazingly cute emotes, amazingly cute VTuber. Definitely go check her out. Eventually, at some point, I'll probably meet her IRL, and I'm excited for that. Are you guys going to the concert, or is it just Slim at this point? I think it's next weekend, maybe? But hello, Virgo! Welcome in! Hello, Diffuse! Welcome! Hello, hello! How are you guys? Also, if anybody needs to raid and run, please feel free to do so. We're just hanging out playing some Skyrim. I'm probably going to break into reading the book that we've been reading here shortly. We just got back to the, or not back. We just got into the second, like, act of the book. It's called The Fifth Wave. I guess they made a movie about it, but I've actually never seen the movie before. Also, if you don't know me, my name is Sam/Samibo/Sammy. You can call me whichever. And I play variety games over here as well. Sundays have been Skyrim days. Fridays are FPS days. And then everything in between is whatever the heck I feel like playing. So, yeah. I was playing Peak with a friend tonight, trying to get no fall damage badge. I don't know if Slim's even going. He has a friend in town, I think. You may want to check with him, but even if we don't go, you need to plan to meet up for something. If you guys are into hiking, I could probably add you guys like on Facebook or something. I want to make a hiking group on Facebook and actually start doing that in this next coming year. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'm so lost in this cave, I think I just got turned around. Hi, Slim! Hello! Welcome! Also, I need to pet the cat, so Let me do date. Calcifer, you've been summoned. I know you've been wanting this all night anyways. Yes, come here. Come here, flippy floppy kitty. Oi. There she is. The floof. The big old floofer. This is Calcifer, for those of you that don't know her. I have two kitties. They look very similar. They are sisters. This one's Calcifer, yes, named after Howl's Moving Castle. And then my other cat is Satsuki, and her name comes from My Neighbor Totoro. Oh, okay. Thank you for pimp slapping me in the mouth. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the follows. They're anonymous, but you're more than welcome to chat as well. It's just in case anybody wants to lurk and not really be that engaged. They don't have to worry about their name being called out or nothing. She acts like I bully her. She just likes making a bunch of noises. Ow. Ow. I used to work night shift. Got someone at the most of time when I was working. I hear a punch someone in the face. He still worked there. Didn't get fired at all. I quit that job. Yeah, what the heck? How do you punch somebody and not get fired? One of my friends ended up punching somebody and he got fired, but the dude was like drunk and like threatening people. So I kind of back him a little bit on it. Aw, you being sweet girl. Love you. Thank you. She gave me a kiss. She's such a sweet girl. Yeah, I'm so sorry. The ADHD goes hard, and we went on a family vacation, so money's is gone. Oh, I'm not going to the concert. I can't afford it. I just bought a new PC, dude. And it's a good thing because like OBS just keeps crashing. Everything just keeps shitting itself. So, yeah. It's arriving either Friday, Monday, or Tuesday would be my guess. Alright, little girl, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna give you a kiss. You can't do nothing back. Don't be like that. I love you. Butt face. There. She's so mean. She's like, love me, and then I do love her, and then she's like, how dare you? She's such a turd. A lot of people quit because of him. Did he like know somebody, like one of the owners or something? I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the situation. You think you have big floofers? I have extremely overweight lab here. Oh, hi DJ! Welcome in! How are you? I hope you're doing well. Aw, I want a dog. I feel like I would feel so much better in life if I had a dog, but it wouldn't be fair to the dog because there's no way that I would be able to like keep up with having a dog. Like I wouldn't be able to be home to like let it outside or you know, do much of all that kind of stuff. So I just feel like it's better for me not to get a dog. I don't know. As much as I want one, I gotta think of the dog first. That guy giving me a hard time because I have a hard time reading. Fuck him. He sounds like a bully then. And if anything, I bully bullies, so send him my way. I actually used to be a bully in like elementary school and all that jazz. So, I mean, I can be mean. I just choose not to be. But I can be. That's why Satsuki is the best. She is not. Calcifer is best. Oh, thank God. I thought you were going and we'd accidentally ditched you. No, no, no. I would have, like... we would have confirmed things before I would have, like, finalized a purchase or had any expectations for that anyways. So, don't worry. And even if it was a situation where I had bought the tickets and you guys had to back out or something like that, I definitely would have just been like, no big deal. I can always like find another friend to go with, or I can just like go alone. Like it's really not that deep. Now if it was like, you know, we bought a vacation somewhere and wait, I don't want to die. And like we were going halfsies on the Airbnb and like, you know, like that's like a whole different thing. That shit. I read some post on like Am I the Asshole Reddit page about someone doing that to somebody and I'm like, yeah, you're the fucking asshole. Who does that? And she's like, I couldn't afford it. I'm like, well, you don't sign up for something like that if you like, you know, you gotta know. It was like some group that they were in, I guess. I don't know. Also, I probably need to read what was said before the raid came in. I come in your stream and immediately get rickrolled. I'm so sorry. You can blame Sussy for that. Even now, I don't think I work until Thursday. I'm so fucking done with the getting screwed over. Oh, I think I read that one last. But thank you so much for the raid, Twisted. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you need to do like some self-care or anything like that, please feel free to step away and take care of yourselves. That goes to everybody that came in through the raid as well. Either way, I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Also, don't take this as a dismiss either, please. 'Cause that's not necessarily what I'm saying either. Why does my camera die like every 3 seconds? My gosh. Well, my job is looking after dogs, so it's perfect for me to have a dog. That's fair. Saturday, when I had a Frenchie and a German Shepherd here, we walked nearly 6 miles in one go. Friday, 8.5 miles, Thursday, 6 miles, and Wednesday, 5 miles. Maybe I should just start dog sitting. Just start my own dog sitting business or something. Or just animal sitting, period. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know about everybody's dogs, though. I have a friend whose dog is just absolutely wild, and I can't watch that dog. First or second day I was there, he told me he wanted to punch me in the face. I didn't tell anyone at work. I feel like they didn't care. I'm really glad that you left that place. That sounds really, really toxic. Especially if they kept him around. What's this green light? Is it coming from over here? Like, what the fuck? That is a fast current. This is weird. Whoa! Hi. Oh. I'm finishing up a Beveragino, even though I will for sure have weird ass dreams. What is that? Is that, do you just mean like a coffee? Coffee sounds amazing right now, actually. I can totally sleep on coffee. Alcohol. Oh, okay. You're just being fancy with that. I see you. You put your pinky up. Oh, shit. Alright, listen. So I have a friend, right? He's a demon. Ooh, shit, my bad, bro. There's a lot of bullshit in my face. Get out of here. Oh, this guy too? Or... he's not aggro to me. Wait, are we fighting him? Why are we fighting him? Is he just awkwardly swimming away from the panel? Okay. GG, I guess. I don't know what that was about. I take it you're not my follower anymore. Is that what's going on? Are we cool? Like, I don't... Okay, I don't know. I didn't mean to attack you, though. You're just kind of in the way. Not in school anymore, still get bullied. Yeah, well, fuck those people. Well, you gotta find dogs that you would get on... that would get along with cats, which is gonna be harder. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Like, my dogs have never met a cat, so they think of them as prey. Yeah, I couldn't have that. I really couldn't. Also, I just want to say, my cat is obsessed with my banana costume. She literally sleeps on it pretty much all day. I accidentally left it on the floor after the subathon where I, like, had it on. And, see if I can take a picture of it. Don't mind the mess. Alien! Alien! Oh no, it didn't do the flash. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to take a cute picture of my cat. Well, that didn't work, because now she's gonna have demon eyes. But there's my cat.
Huh?
But she's laying on my banana. But hello, welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? You were playing Hollow Knight, right? How was it? Did you kill any bosses? Yeah. I have 2 tabbies. One is Calcifer, which was the demon you just saw, which is funny because she's named after a fire demon from Howl's Moving Castle. And then I have Satsuki, who is probably eating somewhere or pooping, because that's just what she does. But thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How are you, friend? I was gonna raid you. Whenever I raided out, I was gonna raid you. Rats. Hello, Azrael. Hello, hello. How are you? I never get to raid you. I want to raid you one time. You're gonna have to go on after me. One of these days. I was, yeah. I did kill some bosses too, actually. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Also, guys, if you are not following Alien, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Because, that's my best friend. So, go follow my best friend and go hang out with him and tell him he's party, because it'll make him giggle and blush, and it'll be worth it. Have a good night, Slim. Good night, goodbye. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good night, Twisted. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I did kill some bosses too, actually. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. My hero. Howl is my favorite movie ever. We just watched it in the Discord, and I actually own it now on DVD and on YouTube. So I'm pretty stoked about that, actually. Ah, yes. This beautiful song. Let us be serenaded. I don't have a pickaxe. What am I here for? I think I was just exploring, maybe? I'm doing the DLC in Skyrim for the first time. I don't know fuck shit ass about any of these DLCs, but I'm just exploring. So, yeah.
Look,
I cry most times? Yeah, I cried this past time we watched it.
What's down there?
I don't know if you've ever seen Grave of the Fireflies, but you'll definitely cry at that one, I'll tell you what. I need to learn the dance. Who am I following? Alien. You're gonna follow Alien, because he's an alien, and if you don't, he's gonna beam you up. And if you're into that, then he's not gonna beam you up, and he's just gonna take all your cows instead. And then you're just out of milk and beef, so. My favorite DLC, lots of apocrypha stuff here. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that? Is that like apocalypse stuff? Yes, many times. What's your well, aside from Howl's Moving Castle, what's your favorite Miyazaki? Well, I guess it would be Studio Ghibli. But I personally collect Miyazaki movies, so I have a bad habit of saying Miyazaki instead of Ghibli or anything like that. Also, thank you for the follows there, Anonymous, but obviously you guys can jump in the chat and I'll talk to you. You don't have to, though, either. You can lurk. It's how I got my dad into anime. Nice! It's through the Miyazaki movies? Dude, that's sick. That's actually why my dad hates those movies, is because... But he also served in Nam, so I guess it was triggering for him to watch, because he walked in when we were watching, Grave of the Fireflies, and we were, like, crying, because there's, like, some instances where it's just, like, really sad. And he's like, why are you crying for them? And like, went on a whole tangent. And you could just tell that it was triggered from the whole, I don't know, past traumas of war kind of thing, you know? Oops, not that one. My bad. Princess Mononoke, that one's really good too. I feel like that one's a big favorite. Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. Those are like the top 3, it seems like. If you are level 36 and read Death Brands, you'll end up back at the Barrow. Interesting. Don't remind me of Grave of the Fireflies. Sorry, it's a good movie. It's just really sad. This lab is treated like such a baby. If you stop petting her for 2 seconds, she starts crying unless she is in my bed. That's the only time she's happy. That sounds like my friend's lab. She's needy, but also adorable. But needy. But her mom also like spoils the crap out of her, so. Apocrypha is an evil library in Elder Scrolls. I made a YouTube video kind of about it. Is that the one that I watched? Or I just remember like no, yours was about like your character, I think. Black books lead to the plane of Apocrypha. Oh, then okay. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'm working on it. I'm glad that you follow Aileen. Yay! GG! Have you seen The Promised Neverland? No. Barrow is where you just were. Gotcha. I have two labs and a Newfoundland. Big boys. Nice. I have 0 dogs. I just have the 2 cats. Clone is someone in the D&D game with harms as well. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. I've heard many things about this D&D group. It sounds really fun, honestly. Last time I tried playing D&D, I got kicked out because everybody... Listen, we were drinking, okay? And I got a high roll on luck, and, you know, next thing you know, I got to do some, like, weird such shenanigans. Oh, you know Harms? I know Harms through Alien, but Harms is really cool. I was actually just... Me and Alien were having, like, a really deep conversation the other night, and we may have gone on a tangent about how much we love Harms. Like, genuinely. I'm still on caps lock. That's crazy. If you are new here, at the end of my streams, I like to do about an hour's worth of reading at the end. So we are going to continue reading a book that I've been reading. It's called The Fifth Wave. And we are on the 2nd part now. And I'm really excited to read it. This one's called Wonderland, and basically it's about an alien invasion happening on Earth, and it comes out in different waves. This one's called the 5th wave, so we gotta learn what that is still. But basically, our our protagonist was just laying underneath a car, um, trying to figure out how she was gonna get away from this like sniper guy who's like out somewhere and is trying to kill her. And so I think she's about to do like the old-fashioned standoff and actually try to kill him instead of just running away, which is a very bold move that I didn't see coming. So I have not seen the movie. So I have no idea what the movie is or how accurate it is to the book, but I'm really liking the book. The first portion was kind of like dark in some ways. It was a little bit of a hard read there at some parts, but thank you for the stretch, by the way. I'm Irish and I drink all the time. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. I have 2 huskies and I boardwalk dogs for a job, so I have an overweight chocolate lab here. Man, that sounds like such a life, honestly. I am going to pause your guys' music and I'm gonna put the slow jazz on. Oh wait, shit. Spotify. Gotta open that first. Boop. Will you read the prequel to the 2.5 wave? No. No, I will not, because that's not a thing. I've never heard of that in my life. Sammy, you dropped this. A new hen touches the beacon. Bacon actually already played that today. That's funny. As like one of the like clips or whatever. Or the blurps. Maybe something went wrong. That's what I thought. Very fucking weird. Huh? Yes? She's thinking about it. Oh my gosh, okay. There we go. Maybe. A new hand touches the ball sack. Alright guys, let me lower. So here's how it works. For every chapter that we read, we take a hit. That way we get stoned, and who knows, maybe I'll get so stoned that I can't read. That actually happened one time, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to bed though. It's 3:15 a.m. Thanks for introducing me to this stream. Have fun, guys, and I hope I get to know all of you better. Night, y'all. Have a good one, Cologne. Thank you so much for stopping in, and sweet dreams to you. Appreciate you, and thank you for being such a good friend to my bestie. If you complete a bunch of quests for Raven Rock, you'll get awarded the Sovereign Manor. I just want the books, honestly. I'm actually off this time. I'm gonna get baked. Actually, you know what? We should smoke one real quick. Let's take a puff before we get started. I don't know if this is still good. Cheers!
FBI, open up!
I just completely missed the ashtray. Fair. Well, on that note, chapter 25. Call me zombie. Head, hands, feet, back, stomach, legs, arms, chest, everything hurts. Even blinking hurts. So I try not to move, and I try not to think too much about the pain. I try not to think too much, period. I've seen enough of the plague over the past 3 months to know what's coming. Total system meltdown, starting with your brain. The Red Death turns your brain into mashed potatoes before your other organs liquefy. You don't know where you are, who you are, what you are. You become a zombie. The Walking Dead. If you had the strength to walk, which you don't. I'm dying, I know that. 17 years old and the party's over. Short party. 6 months ago, my biggest worries were passing AP Chemistry and finding a summer job that paid enough for me to finish rebuilding the engine on my '69 Corvette. And when the mothership first appeared, sure, that took up some of my thoughts, but after a while it faded to a distant fourth. I watched the news like everybody else and spent way too much time sharing funny YouTube videos about it, but I never thought it would affect me personally. Seeing all the demonstrations and marches and riots on TV leading up to the first attack was like watching a movie or a news footage from a foreign country. It didn't seem like any of it was happening to me. Dying isn't so different from that. You don't feel like it's going to happen to you until it happens to you. I know I'm dying. Nobody has to tell me. Chris, the guy who shared this tent with me before I got sick, tells me anyway. Dude, I think you're dying, he says, squatting outside the tent's opening, his eyes wide and unblinking above the filthy rag that he presses against his nose. Chris has come by to check up on me. He's about 10 years older, and I think he looks at me like a little brother, or maybe he's come to see if I'm still alive. He's in charge of disposal for this part of camp. The fires burn day and night. By day, the refugee camp ringing Wright-Patterson swims in a dense, choking fog. At night, the firelight turns the smoke deep crimson, like the air itself is bleeding. I ignore this remark and ask him what he's heard from Wright-Patterson. The base has been on full lockdown since the tent city sprang up after the attack on the coasts. No one allowed in or out. They're trying to contain the Red Death, and that's what they tell us. Occasionally, some well-armed soldiers, well-wrapped in hazmat suits, roll over the main gates with water and rations, tell us everything will be okay, and then hightail it back inside, leaving us to fend for ourselves. We need medicine. They tell us there's no cure for the plague. We need sanitation. They give us shovels to dig a trench. We need information. What the hell is going on? Why tell us? They tell us they don't know. They don't know anything, Chris says to me. He's on the thin side, balding, an accountant before the attacks made accounting obsolete. Nobody knows anything, just a bunch of rumors that everybody treats like news. He cuts his eyes at me. He then looks away. Like, looking at me hurts. Yeah, you want to hear the latest? Not really. Sure. To keep him there, I've only known the guy for a month, but he's the only guy left who I know. I lie here, on this old camping bed, with a sliver of sky for a view. Vague people-shaped forms drift by in the smoke, like figures out of a horror movie, and sometimes I can hear screaming or crying, but I haven't spoken to another person in days. The plague isn't theirs, it's ours, Chris says. Escaped from some top-secret government facility after the power failed. I cough. He flinches. But he doesn't leave. He waits for the fit to subside. Somewhere along the way, he lost one of the lenses to his glasses. His left eye is stuck in a perpetual squint. He rocks from foot to foot in the muddy ground. He wants to leave. He doesn't want to leave. I know the feeling. Wouldn't that be ironic? I gasp. I can taste blood. He shrugs. Irony? There's no irony anymore. Or maybe there's just so much of it that you can't call it irony. It's not ours. Think about it. The first two attacks drive the survivors inland to take shelter in camps just like this one. That concentrates the population. Concentrates the population, creating the perfect breeding ground for the virus. Millions of pounds of fresh meat all conveniently located in one spot. It's genius. Gotta hand it to him, I say, trying to be ironic. I don't want him to leave, but I also don't want him to talk. He has a habit of going off on rants.
one of those guys who has an opinion about everything. Something happens when every person you meet dies within days of you meeting them. You start being a lot less picky about who you hang out with. You can overlook a lot of flaws and you let go of a lot of personal hang-ups, like the big lie that having your insides turned to soup doesn't scare the living shit out of you. They know how we think, he says. How the hell do you know what they know? I'm getting pissed. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm jealous. We shared the tent, same water, same food, and I'm the one dying. What makes him so special? I don't, he answers quickly. The only thing I know is I don't know anything anymore. In the distance, a gun fires. Chris barely reacts. Gunfire is pretty common in the camp. Pot shoots at birds. Warning shots at the gangs coming for your stash. Some shot signals of suicide. A person in the final stages who decides to show the plague who's boss. When I first came to the camp, I heard a story about a mom who took out her 3 kids and then did herself rather than face the 4th horseman. I couldn't decide whether she was brave or stupid, and then I stopped worrying about it. Who cares what she was when all she is now is dead? He doesn't have much more to say, so he says it quickly to get the hell away. Like a lot of uninfected, Chris has a bad case of the twitches. Always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Scratchy throat from the smoke, or headache from lack of sleep, of hunger, or it's the moment you're past the ball and out of the corner of your eye you see the 250-pound linebacker bearing down at full speed, only the moment never ends. I'll come back tomorrow, he says. You need anything? Water, though I can't keep it down. You got it, dude. He stands up. All I can see now is his mud-stained pants and mud-caked boots. I don't know how I know, but I know it's the last I'll see of Chris. He won't come back, or if he does, I won't realize it. We don't say goodbye. Nobody says goodbye anymore. The word has taken on a whole new meaning since the big green eye in the sky showed up. I watch the smoke swirl in his passing. Then I pull out a silver chain from beneath the blanket. I run my thumb over the smooth surface of the heart-shaped locket, holding it close to my eyes in the fading light. The clasp broke on the night I yanked it free from her neck, but I managed to fix it using a pair of fingernail clippers. I look toward the tent opening and see her standing there. I know it isn't really her, it's the virus showing her to me, because she's wearing the same locket I'm holding in my hand. The bug has been showing me all kinds of things I want to see and things that I don't. The little girl in the opening is both. Bubby, why did you leave me? I open my mouth. I taste blood. Go away. Her image begins to shimmer. I rub my eyes and my knuckles come away with wet blood. You ran away, Bubby. Why did you run? And then the smoke pulls her apart, splinters her, smashes her body into nothing. I call out to her. Crueler than seeing her is not seeing her. I'm clutching the silver chain so tight that the links cut into my palm. Reaching for her, running from her, reaching, running. Outside the tent, the red smoke of funeral pyres. Inside, the red fog of plague. You're the lucky one, I tell Sissy. You left before things got really messy. Gunfire erupts in the distance, only this time it's not sporadic. Pop, pop, of some desperate refugee firing at shadows, but big guns that go off with an eardrum thumping padoom, and the high-pitched screeching of a tracer fire. The rapid reports of automatic weapons. Wright Patterson is under attack. Part of me is relieved. It's like a release, the final cracking open of the storm after a long wait. The other part of me, the one that still thinks I might survive the plague, is ready to wet his pants too. Who the fuck are we? This isn't like reading in the eyes of Cassie. Who are we? Sorry, I just realized that. Because it kept saying his. Anyway. Part of me is relieved, like the final cracking open of the storm after a long wait. The other part of me, the one that still thinks I might survive the plague, is ready to wet his pants. Too weak to move off the cot and too scared to do it even if I wasn't. I close my eyes and whisper a prayer for the men and women of Wright Patterson to waste an invader or two for me and Sissy, but mostly for Sissy. Explosions now, big explosions. Explosions that make the ground tremble and vibrate against your skin, that press hard against your temples and push on your chest and squeeze. It sounds as if the world is being ripped apart, which in a way it is. The little tent is choking with smoke, and the opening glows in a triangular eye, a burning ember of bright, hellish red. This is it, I'm thinking. I'm not only going to die of the plague after all, I'm going to live long enough to be wasted by an actual alien invader. A better way to go, quicker anyway. Trying to put a positive spin on an impending demise. A gunshot rings out, very close. Judging by the sound of it, maybe 2 or 3 tents down. I hear a woman screaming incoherently. Another shot. And then the woman isn't screaming anymore. Then silence. Then 2 more shots. The smoke swirls. The red eye glows. I can hear him now, coming toward me. Hear his boots squishing in the wet earth. I fumble under the wad of clothing and jumble of empty water bottles beside the cot for my gun, a revolver Chris had given me on the day he invited me to be his tent mate. "Where's your gun?" he asked. He was shocked to learn I wasn't packing. "You have a gun, pal," he said. Even the kids have guns. Never mind that. I can't hit the broadside of a barn, or that the odds are very good I'll shoot off my own foot in the post-human age. Chris is a firm believer in the Second Amendment. I wait for him to appear in an opening, Sissy's silver locket in one hand, Chris's revolver in the other. In one hand, the past, in the other, the future. That's one way to look at it. Maybe if I play possum, he, or it, will move on. I watch the opening through slits for eyes. And then he's here, a thick black pupil in the crimson eye, swaying unsteadily as he leans inside the tent, 3, maybe 4 feet away. I can't see his face, but I can hear him gasping for a breath. I'm trying to control my own breathing, but no matter how shallowly I do it, the rattle of infection in my chest sounds louder than the explosions of battle. I can't make out exactly what he's wearing, except his pants seem to be tucked into his tall boots. A soldier? Must be. He's holding a rifle. I'm saved. I raise the hand holding the locket and call out weakly. He stumbles forward. Now I can see his face. He's young, just a little older than I am, and his neck is shiny with blood, and so are the hands that hold the rifle. He goes to one knee beside the cot and recoils when he sees my face, the shallow skin, the swollen lips, the sunken bloodshot eyes, that are the telltale signs of the plague. Unlike mine, the soldier's eyes are clear and wide with terror. "We had it wrong, all wrong," he whispers. "They're already here, been here, right here, inside us the whole time. Inside us." Oh, we're so close to another chapter. Hold on. Let me change my camera battery. You really don't want me to just enjoy my shit, huh? It's so hard to do this like one-handed. I don't want to lose my place on the book.
Thank you for the biddies!
Thank you for the biddies! Oh my gosh, okay, I can't do this one-handed. Hold on. Ugh. That's what she said. There we go. Alright, appreciate it. We're almost done with this chapter, and then we can take another hit. 2 large shapes leap through the opening. One grabs the soldier by the collar and drags him outside. I raise the old revolver or try to, because it slips from my hand before I can lift it 2 inches above the blanket. Then the second one is on me, knocking the revolver away, yanking me upright. The aftershock of pain blinds me for 1 second. He yells over his shoulder at his buddy who has just ducked back inside. Scan him. A large metal disc is pressed against his forehead. He's clean and sick. Both men are dressed in fatigues, and the same fatigues worn by the soldier they took away. What's your name, buddy? One of them asks. I shake my head. I'm not getting this. My mouth opens, but no intelligible sound comes out. He's gone, zombie, his partner says. Leave him. The other one nods, rubbing his chin, looking down at me. Then he says the commander ordered retrieval of all uninfected civilians. He tucks the blanket around me and with one fluid motion heaves me out of the bunk and over his shoulder. As a definitively infected civilian, I'm pretty shocked. Chill, zombie, he tells me. You're going to get better place now. I believe him. For a second, I let myself believe I'm not going to die after all. I wonder if this is in the eye of either her brother or her, like that guy that she liked, Ben Parrish. I feel like it's one of those two. That's my guess, but I can't tell yet. I don't think we've gotten a name. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, when he goes to this next place, if that's, like, where we end up learning who he is. But thank you so much for the biddies. I do appreciate it. Let's take another cheers, though. I need to load up the bowl. I need to, like, put this on shuffle. I feel like we're hearing, like, the same songs every time we do this. It's also just, like, background noise anyways. Cheers. Alright. Let's move on. Chapter 26. They take me to a quarantined floor at the base hospital reserved for plague victims, nicknamed the Zombie Ward, where I get an armful of morphine and a powerful cocktail and trivial drugs. I'm treated by a woman who introduces herself as Dr. Pam. She has soft eyes, a calm voice, and very cold hands. She wears her hair in a tight bun and smells like hospital disinfectant mingled with a hint of perfume. The two smells don't go well together. I have a 1 in 10 chance of survival, she tells me. I start to laugh. I must be a little delirious from the drugs. 1 in 10? And here I was thinking the plague was a death sentence. I couldn't be happier. Over the next 2 days, my fever soars to 104. I break into a cold sweat, and even my sweat is flecked with blood. I float in and out of a delirious twilight sleep while they throw everything at the infection. There is no cure for the Red Death. All they can do is keep me doped up and comfortable until the bug decides whether it likes the way I taste. The past shoves its way in. Sometimes Dad is sitting next to me, sometimes Mom, but most of the time it's Sissy. The room turns red. I see the world through a diaphanous curtain of blood. The ward recedes behind a red curtain. It's just me and the invader inside me, and the dead, not just my family, but all the dead. All however many billion of them, reaching for me as I run. Reaching, running. And it occurs to me that there is no difference between us. The living and the dead. It's just a matter of tense past dead and future dead. On the 3rd day, the fever breaks. By the 5th, I'm holding down liquids and my eyes and lungs have begun to clear. The red curtain pulls back and I can see the ward and gowned and masked doctors and nurses and orderlies and patients in various stages of death, past and future, floating on a gentle sea of morphine or being wheeled out of the room with their faces covered and present dead. On the 6th day, Dr. Pam declares the worst over. The worst is over. She orders me off all meds, which kind of bums me out. I'm going to miss my morphine. Not my call, she tells me. You're being moved into the convalescent ward till you can get back on your feet. We're going to need me for war. The war. I remember the firefight, the explosions, the soldier bursting into the tent, and they're inside us. What's going on? I ask. What happened here? She's already turned away, handing my chart to an orderly and telling him in a quiet voice, but not so quiet I can't hear. Bring him to the exam room at 1500 hours. After he's clear of the meds, let's tag and bag him. What the hell does that mean? We're at chapter 27, by the way. Tag and bag him. Are they gonna, like, murder him? Like, why would they give him all that help, though, just to, like, murder him at the end? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Cheers. All right. Chapter 27. Chapter 27. I really do get, like, mush mouth the more that I fucking smoke when I read, though. It's bad. Chapter 27. I'm taken to a large hangar near the entrance to the base. Everywhere I look, there's signs of recent battle. Burned out vehicles, the rubble of demolished buildings, stubborn little fires smoldering, pockmarked asphalt, and 3-foot wide craters from mortar fire. But the security fence has been repaired, and beyond it I can see no man's land of blackened earth and tent city used to be. Inside the hangar, soldiers are painting huge red circles on the shiny concrete floor. There are no planes. I'm wheeled through a door in the back into an examination room where I'm heaved onto a table and left alone for a few minutes, shivering in my thin hospital gown under the bright fluorescent lights. What's with the big red circles, and how did they get the power back on? And what did they mean by let's tag him and bag him? I can't keep my thoughts from flying in every direction. What happened here? If the aliens attacked the base, where are the dead aliens? Where's their downed spacecraft? How did we manage to defend ourselves against the intelligence thousands of years more advanced than ours and defeat it? The inner door opens and Dr. Pam comes in. She shines a bright light in my eyes, listens to my heart and my lungs, thumps on a couple places. She shows me a silver-gray pellet about the size of a grain of rice. What's that? I ask. I half expect her to say it's an alien spaceship. We've discovered they're the size of an amoeba. Instead, she says the pellet is a tracking device hooked into the base's mainframe. Highly classified, been used by the military for years. The idea is to implant all surviving personnel. Each pellet transmits its own unique signal and a signature that can be picked up by detectors as far as a mile away. To keep track of us, she tells me, to keep us safe. She gives me a shot in the back of my neck to numb me, then inserts the pellet under my skin near the base of my skull. She bandages the insertion point, then helps me back into the wheelchair and takes me into an adjoining room. It's much smaller than the first room, a white ceiling chair that reminds me... Oh, reclining chair, sorry. It reminds me of a dentist. A computer and monitor. She helps me into the chair and proceeds to tie me down. Straps across my wrists, straps across my ankles. Her face is very close to mine. The perfume has a slight edge today over the disinfectant in the odor wars. She doesn't miss my expression. Don't be scared, she says. It isn't painful. Scared, I whispered. What isn't? She steps over to the monitor and starts punching in commands. It's a program we found on the laptop that belongs to one of the infested, Dr. Pam explains. Before I can ask what the hell an infested is, she rolls on. We're not sure what the infesteds had been using it for, but we know it's perfectly safe. The code name is Wonderland. What's it do? I ask. I'm not sure what she's telling me, but it sounds like she's telling me that the aliens had somehow infiltrated Wright-Patterson and hacked into its computer systems. I can't get the word infested out of my head, or the bloody face of the soldier bursting into my tent. They're inside us. It's a mapping program, she answers, which really isn't an answer. What does it map? She looks at me for one long, uncomfortable moment, as if she's deciding whether to tell me the truth. It maps you. Close your eyes. Big, deep breath. Counting down from 3, 2, 1. And the universe implodes. Suddenly, I'm there, 3 years old, holding on to the sides of my crib, jumping up and down and screaming like someone's murdering me. I'm not remembering that day. I'm experiencing it. Now I'm 6, swinging my plastic baseball bat. The one I loved. The one I forgot I had. 10 now, riding home from the pet store with a bag of goldfish on my lap and debating names with my mom. She's wearing a bright yellow dress. 13, it's a Friday night. I'm playing pee-wee football and the crowd is cheering, going deep. The reel begins to slow. I feel like I'm drowning in a dream of my life. My legs kick helplessly against the restraints, strapped in tight, running. First kiss, her name was Lacey, my 9th grade algebra teacher, and her horrible handwriting. Getting my driver's license, everything there, no blank spaces, all of it pouring out of me while I'm pouring into Wonderland. All of it. Green blob in the night sky, holding the boards while Dad nails them over the living room windows. The sound of gunfire down the street, glass shattering, people screaming, and the hammer falling. Bam, bam, bam. Blow out the candles. Mom's hysterical whisper. Can't you hear them? They're coming. And my father calmly in the pitch black. If anything happens to me, take care of your mother and baby sister. I'm in free fall. Terminal velocity. There's no escaping it. I won't just remember that night. I'll live it all over again. It has chased me all the way to Tent City, the thing I ran from, that I'm still running from, the thing that never let me go, what I reach for, what I run from. Take care of your mother. Take care of your baby sister. The front door crashes open. Dad fires point blank into the chest of the first intruder. The guy must be high on something, because he just keeps coming. I see a sawed-off shotgun in my father's face, and that's the last I see of my father's face. The room fills with shadows, and one of the shadows is my mother, and then more shadows. The horse shouts. I'm tearing up the stairs, cradling Sissy in my arms, realizing too late that I'm running toward a dead end. A hand catches my shirt and flings me backward, and I'm tumbled back downstairs, shielding Sissy with my body, smacking down head first at the bottom. Then shadows, huge shadows, a swarm of fingers pulling her out of my arms, and Sissy screaming, Bubby, Bubby, Bubby! I reach for her in the dark. My fingers hook on the locket around her neck and tear the silver chain free. Then, like the day the lights blinked out forever, my sister's voice abruptly dies. Then the punks are on me, 3 of them, jacked up on dope or desperate to find some kicking, punching, a furious rain of blows into my back, my stomach, and as I bring up my hands to shield my face, I see a silhouette of my dad's hammer rising over my head. It whistles down. I roll away. The head of the hammer grazes my temple, its momentum carrying it right into the guy's shin. He falls to his knees with an agonized howl. On my feet now, running down the hall to the kitchen, and the thunder of footsteps as they come after me. Take care of your baby sister. Tripping on something in the backyard, probably the garden hose or one of Sissy's stupid toys. Falling face first in the wet grass under the star-stuffed sky. The glowing green orb, the circling eye, coldly staring down at me, the one with silver locket clutched in its bleeding hand, the one who lived, the one who did not go back, the one who ran. Damn. So he has like survivor's guilt because he left his sister and his mom there. But more importantly, his sister. Damn. The next couple chapters are pretty short. I think we can get through them. I want to get to chapter 30. I mean, this is the stuff that you would have to deal with in like these type of situations. So I mean, like, that's why I said this book reminds me of The Walking Dead, kind of. All right, cheers. It's fucking rough. Chapter 28. I've fallen so deep, nothing can reach me. For the first time in weeks, I feel numb. I don't even feel like me. There's no place where I can end the nothingness begins. Her voice comes into the darkness, and I grab onto it like a lifetime. I grab onto it, a lifeline to pull me out of the bottomless well. It's over. It's all right. It's over. I break the surface into the real world, grasping for air, crying uncontrollably like a complete pansy, and I'm thinking, "You're wrong, Doc. It's never over." It just goes on and on and on and on. Her face swims into view, and my arms jerk against the restraint as I try to grab her. She needs to make this stop. "What the hell was that?" I ask in a croaky whisper. My throat is burning and my mouth dry. I feel like I weigh about 5 pounds, like all the flesh has been torn from my bones, and I thought the plague was bad. "It's a way for us to see inside you, to look at what's really going on," she says gently. She runs her hand over my forehead. The gesture reminds me of my mother, which reminds me of losing my mother in the dark, of running from her in the night, which reminds me I shouldn't be strapped down in this white chair. I should be with them. I should have stayed and faced what they faced. Take care of your little sister. "That's my next question," I say, fighting to stay focused. "What's going on?" "They're inside us," she answers. "We were attacked from the inside by infected personnel who'd been embedded in the military." She gives me a few minutes to process this while she wipes the tears from my face with a cool, moist cloth. It's maddening how motherly she is, and the soothing coolness of cloth a pleasant torture. She sets aside the cloth and deeply looks into my eyes. Using the ratio of infected to clean here at the base, we estimate that one out of every 3 surviving human beings on Earth is one of them. She loosens the straps. I'm insubstantial as a cloud, light as a balloon. When the final strap comes free, I expect to fly out of the chair and smack the ceiling. "Would you like to see one?" she asks, holding out her hand. Ugh. Another cheers. Another cheers. Alien, as an alien, how are you liking this book so far? I don't know how much of it you've actually listened to, but cheers. Alright. Chapter 29. She wheels me down the hallway to an elevator. It's a one-way express that carries us several hundred feet below the surface. The doors open to a long corridor with white cinder block walls. Dr. Pam tells me we're in the bomb shelter complex that's nearly as large as the base above us, built to withstand a 50 megatron nuclear blast. I tell her I'm feeling safer already. She laughs like she thinks it's very funny. I'm rolling past the side tunnels and unmarked doors, and though the floor is level, I feel as if I'm being taken to the very bottom of the world, to the hole where the devil sits. To the soldiers hurrying up and down the corridor, they avert their eyes and stop talking as I'm wheeled past them. Would you like to see one? Yes. Hell no. She stops at one of the unmarked doors and swipes a key card through the locking mechanism. The red light turns green. She rolls me into the room, stopping the chair in front of the long mirror, and mouth falls open, and I drop my chin and close my eyes because whatever is sitting in that wheelchair isn't me. It can't be me. When the mothership first appeared, it was 190 pounds, most of it muscle. 40 pounds of that muscle is gone. The stranger in that mirror looked back at me with the eyes of the starving, huge, sunken, ringed-in, puffy black bags. The virus had taken a knife to my face, carving away my cheeks, sharpening my chin, thinning my nose. My hair is stringy, dry, falling out in places. He's gone zombie. Dr. Pam nods at the mirror. Don't worry. He won't be able to see us. He? Who's she talking about? She hits a button and the lights in the room on the other side of the mirror flood on. My image turns ghost-like. I can see through myself to the person on the other side. It's Chris. He's strapped to a chair identical to the one in Wonderland Room. Wires run from his head to a large console with blinking red lights behind him. He's having trouble keeping his head up, like a kid nodding off in class. She notices my stiffening at the sight of him and asks, "What, do you know him?" His name is Chris. I met him at in the refugee camp. He offered to share his tent and he helped me when I got sick. He's your friend? She seems surprised. Yes, no, yes, he's my friend. He's not what you think he is. She touches a button and the mirror monitor pops to life. I tear my eyes away from Chris, from the outside of him to the inside, from the apparent to the hidden. That was weird. Because on the screen I can see his brain encased in translucent bone, glowing a sickly yellowish green. What is that? I whisper. The infestation, Dr. Pam says. She presses a button and zooms in on the front part of Chris's brain. The pukish color and the... Atama!
Atama
Yo!
_ gotcha cheered X1000.
Oh, I thought I was gonna read it. Quietly stopping by, but I hope you've been doing okay, Sammy girl. Been busy with work and I'm about to go to bed, but you're always one of the few I think about and proud of your streaming grind. Lots of love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really do. Thank you for the biddies too. You really didn't have to do all that. You're so sweet. Aw, I appreciate it. I hope you get some good rest, and I'll talk to you again hopefully sometime soon. Sorry I'm in the middle of reading. Miss you. I think about you a lot, actually. The pukish color intensifies, glowing neon bright. This is the prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of the brain, the part that makes us human. She zooms in tight on the area no larger than the head of a pin, and then I see it. My stomach does a slow roll. Embedded in the soft tissue of a pulsing egg-shaped growth, anchored by thousands of root-like tendrils, fanning out in all directions, digging into every crease, the crevice of his brain. We don't know how they did it, Dr. Pam says. We don't even know how the infected are aware of their presence, or if they've been puppets their entire lives. The thing entangling itself in Chris's brain, pulsing. Take it out of him. I can barely form words. We've tried, Dr. Pam says. Drugs, radiation, electroshock, surgery, nothing works. The only way to kill them is to kill the host. She slides the keyboard in front of me. He won't feel anything. Confused, I shake my head. I don't get it. It lasts less than a second, Dr. Pam assures me, and it's completely painless. This button right here. I look down at the button. It had a label. Execute. You're not killing Chris. You're destroying the thing inside him that would kill you. He had a chance to kill me, I argue, shaking my head. It's too much. I can't deal. He didn't. He kept me alive. Because it wasn't time yet. He left you before the attack, didn't he? I nod. I'm looking at him again through the two-way mirror, though the indistinct frame of my see-through self. You're killing the things that are responsible for this. She presses something into my hand. Sissy's locket. Her locket, the button, and Chris. The thing inside Chris, and me. Or what's left of me. What's left of me? What do I have left? The metal links of Sissy's necklace cut into my palm. It's how we stop them, Dr. Pam urges, before there's no one left to stop them. Chris is in the chair, the locket in my hand. How long have I been running? Running, running, running. Christ, I'm sick of running. I should have stayed. I should have faced it. If I had faced it then, I wouldn't be facing it now, but sooner or later you have to choose between running and facing the thing you thought you could not face. I bring my finger down as hard as I can. Damn. To have that reaction, dude, that's crazy. Oh. Well, it's exactly 11, but there's also literally just one last chapter before we get to the next part. So I kind of feel like we should finish this last chapter. I think we should, but it's like a couple pages long. So let me take a cheers and a nice big swig of water. Hi Phoenix, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you again, Atama. I really do appreciate it. 1,000 biddies is insane. Thank you. I tried to burp, it didn't work. There we go. Alright, cheers. I hope you're having a good night, Phoenix. Oi, my butt hurts. Alright. Chapter 30. I like the convalescent wing a lot more than the zombie ward. It smells better for the one thing, and you get your own room. You're not stuck on the floor with 100 other people. The room is quiet and private, and it's easy to pretend the world is what it was before the attacks. For the first time in weeks, I'm able to eat solid food and make it to the bathroom by myself, though I avoid looking in the mirror. The days seem brighter, but the nights are bad. Every time I close my eyes, I see my skeletal self in the execution room. Chris strapped down in the room on the other side of my bony finger coming down. Chris is gone. Well, according to Dr. Pam, Chris was never really there. There was this thing inside Chris, controlling him, that had embedded itself into his brain. They don't know how. Sometime in the past, they don't know when. No aliens descended from the mothership to attack Wright-Patterson. The attack came from within, with infested soldiers turning their guns on their comrades, which meant they had been hiding inside us for a long time, waiting for the first 3 waves to whittle our population down to a manageable number before revealing themselves. What did Chris say? They know how we think. They knew we'd seek safety in numbers, knew we'd take shelter with the guys who had guns. So, Mr. Alien, how do you overcome that? It's simple. Because you know how we think, don't you? You embedded sleeper units where the guns are. Even if your troops fail in the initial assault, like they did at Wright-Patterson. You succeeded in your ultimate goal of blowing society apart. If the enemy looks just like you, how do you fight him? At that point, it's a game over. Starvation, disease, wild animals. It's only a matter of time before the last isolated survivors are dead. From my window, 6 stories up, I can see the front gates. Around dusk, a convoy the old yellow school buses rolls out, escorted by Humvees. The buses return several hours later, loaded down with people, mostly kids, though it's hard to tell in the dark who are taken into the hangar to be tagged and bagged, the infested, windowed out and destroyed. Winnowed out and destroyed. That's what my nurses tell me anyway. To me, the whole thing seems crazy, given what we know about the attacks. How did they kill so many of us so quickly? Oh yeah, because humans herd like sheep. And now, here we are, clustering again, right in plain sight. We might as well paint a big red bullseye on the base. Here we are, fire when ready. And I can't take it anymore. Even as my body grows stronger, my spirit begins to crumble. I really don't get it. What's the point? Not their point. That's been pretty damn clear from the beginning. I mean, what's the point of us anymore? I'm sure if we didn't cluster again, they'd have another plan. Even if that plan was using infested assassins to take us out, one stupid, isolated human at a time, there's no winning. If I had somehow saved my sister, it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have bought her another month or 2 tops. We're the dead. There's no one else now. There's the past dead and the future dead. Corpses and corpses to be. Somewhere between the basement room and this room, I lost Sissy's locket. I wake up in the middle of the night, my hand clutching empty air, and I hear her screaming my name like she's standing 2 feet away, and I'm furious. I'm pissed as hell, and I tell her to shut up. I lost it. It's gone. I'm dead like her. Doesn't she get it? A zombie. That's me. I stop eating. I refuse my meds. I lie in my bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, waiting for it to be over, waiting to join my sister and the 7 billion other lucky ones. The virus was eating me, has been replaced by a different disease that even more hungry, a disease with a kill rate of 100%. And I tell myself, don't let them do it, man. This is part of their plan too, but it doesn't do any good. I can give myself pep talks all day long. It doesn't change the fact that the moment the mothership appeared in the sky, it was game over. Not a matter of if, but when. And right when I reach the point of no return, when the last part of me, able to fight is about to die, as if he's been waiting all this time for me to reach that point, my savior appears. The door opens and the shadow fills the space, tall, lean, hard-edged, as if the shadow were cut from a slab of black marble. That shadow falls over me as he walks toward the bed. I want to look away, but I can't. His eyes, cold and blue as a mountain lake, pin me down. He comes into the light, and I can see his short-cropped sandy hair and his sharp nose and his thin lips drawn tight in his humorless smile. Crisp uniform, shiny black boots, the officer insignia on his collar. He looks down at me in silence for a long, uncomfortable moment. Why can't I look away from those ice-blue eyes? The face is so chiseled it looks unreal, like a wood carving of a human face. Do you know who I am? He asks, his voice deep, very deep, a voice over on a movie preview deep. I shake my head. How the hell could I know that? I'd never seen him before in my life. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vosh, the commander of the base. Fucking Vosh? He doesn't offer me his hand, he just stares at me, steps around to the end of the bed, looks at my chart. My heart is pounding hard. It feels like I've been called to the principal's office. Lungs good, heart rate, blood pressure, everything's good. He hangs the chart back on the hook, only everything isn't good, is it? In fact, everything is pretty damn bad. He pulls a chair close to the bed and sits down. The motion is seamless, smooth, uncomplicated, like he's practiced it for hours, and gotten sitting down to an exact science. He adjusts the crease in his pants into a perfectly straight line before he goes on. I've seen your wonderful Wonderland profile. Very interesting and very instructive. He reaches into his pocket again with so much grace that it's more like a dance move than a gesture, and he pulls out Sissy's silver locket. I believe this is yours. He drops it on the bed next to my hand, waits for me to grab it. I force myself to lie still. I'm not sure why. His hand returns to his breast pocket. He tosses a wallet-sized photo on my lap. I pick it up. There's a little blonde kid around 6, maybe 7, with Vash's eyes, being held in the arms of a pretty lady around Vash's age. You know who they are? Not a hard question, I nod. For some reason, the picture bothers me. I hold it out for him to take back. He doesn't. They're my silver chain, he says. I'm sorry, I say, because I don't know what else to say. They didn't have to do it this way, you know. Have you thought about that? They could have taken their own sweet time killing us, so why did they decide to kill us so quickly? Why send down a plague that kills 9 out of every 10 people? Why not 7 out of 10? Why not 5? In other words, what's their damn hurry? I have a theory about that. Would you like to hear it? No, I think I wouldn't. Who is this guy, and why is he here talking to me? There's a quote from Stalin, he says. A single death is a tragedy. A million is a statistic. Can you imagine 7 billion of anything? I have trouble doing it. He pushes the limits of our ability to comprehend, and that's exactly why they did it. Like running up the score in football. You played football, right? It isn't about destroying our capability to fight so much as crushing our will to fight. He takes the photograph and slips it back into his pocket. So I don't think about the 6.98 billion people. I just think about just 2. He nods toward Sissy's locket. You left her. When she needed you, you ran. And you're still running. Don't you think it's time you stop running and fight for her? I open my mouth, and whatever I meant to say comes out as, she's dead. He waves his hand in the air. I'm being stupid. We're all dead, son. Some of us are just a little further along than others. You're wondering who the hell I am and why I'm here. Well, I told you who I am, and now I'm going to tell you why I'm here. Good, I whisper. Maybe after he tells me, he'll leave me alone. He's weirding me out. Something about the way he looks at me. With that icy stare, the there's no other word for it, hardness of him, like he's a statue come to life. I'm here because they've killed almost all of us, but not all of us. And that's their mistake, son. That's the flaw in their path, in their plan. Because if you don't kill all of us at once, whoever's left not going to be the weak ones, the strong ones, and only the strong ones will survive. The bent but unbroken, if you know what I mean. People like me, and people like you. I'm shaking my head. I'm not strong. Well, that's where you and I have to disagree. You see, Wonderland doesn't just map out our experiences, it maps out you, and tells us not just who you are, but what you are, your past and your potential. And your potential, I kid you not, is off the charts. You are exactly what we need at exactly the time we need it. He stands up, towering over me. Get up. Not a request. His voice is as rock hard as his features. I heave myself onto the floor. He brings his face close to mine and says in a low, dangerous voice, What do you want? Be honest. I want you to leave. No. Shaking his head sharply. What do you want? I feel my lower lip poking out, like a tiny kid about to collapse completely. My eyes are burning. I bite down hard on the edges of my tongue and force myself not to look away from the cold fire in his eyes. Do you want to die? Do I nod? I can't remember. Maybe I did, because he says, I'm not going to let you. So now what? So I guess I'm going to live. No, you're not. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. and there's nothing you, I, or anyone else can do to stop it. You, me, everyone left on this big, beautiful blue planet is going to die and make way for them. He's cut right to the heart of it. It's the perfect thing to say at the perfect moment, and what he's been trying to get out of me suddenly explodes. Then what's the point, huh? I shout into his face. What's the fucking point? You have all the answers, so you tell me, because I have no idea anymore why I should give a damn. He grabs me by the arm and slings me toward the window. He's beside me in 2 seconds and flings open the curtain. I see the school buses idling beside the hangar and a line of children waiting to go inside. You're asking the wrong person, he snarls. Ask them why you should give a damn. Tell them there's no point. Tell them you want to die. He grabs my shoulders and whirls me around to face him, slaps me hard in the chest. They flip the natural order on us, boy. Better to die than live. Better to give up than fight. Better to hide than face. They know the way to break us is to kill us first here. Slapping my chest again. The final battle for this planet will not be fought over any plain or mountain or jungle or desert or ocean. It will happen here, popping me again, hard. Pop, pop, pop. And I'm totally gone by this point, giving in to everything I've bottled up inside since the night my sister died, sobbing like I've never cried before, like crying is something new to me, and I like the way it feels. You are the human clay, Vosh whispers fiercely in my ear. I am Michelangelo. I am the master builder, and you will be my masterpiece. Pale blue fire in his eyes, burning into the bottom of my soul. God doesn't call the equipped son. God equips the called, and you have been called. He leaves me with a promise. The words burn so hot in my mind. The promise follows me into the deepest hours of the night and into the days that follow. I will teach you to love death. I will empty you of grief and guilt and self-pity and fill you up with hate and cunning and the spirit of vengeance. I will make my final stand here, Benjamin Thomas Parrish. I knew that's who he was, slapping my chest over and over until my skin burns, my heart on fire, and you will be my battlefield. That is the end of that part. We are on the next part now, guys. That's wild. Okay, so it seems like each part is probably gonna be like a different, like between her and Ben Parrish is my guess. Like maybe that's what these distinguish. I love seeing the boobs TikTok you posted, Sammy. If I remember correctly, I was the one that said that initially. Like my ass off when I came up. Thank you, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I really do like reading this. It's fun. Besides, there's a second book too. Oh, my butt hurts so bad though. Earlier, my chat may not have gone through when you questioned the idiomatic expression. But oh no, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Anyways, I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out. I am going to raid out to a friend for the night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And we'll be playing Arise. Is actually what we'll be doing. And then if we get done with that, then we'll start some Fable. So yeah. I can't promise that I'll stick with whatever that we start playing. When I get my new PC, I might just start playing some of the games that I've been like dying to play. So yeah. Don't be surprised about that. Anyway, let's see. Who can I raid right now? Let's raid my friend King Mr. J. I just met him recently, but he's a really nice guy, and I think you guys would enjoy him. He's playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. So if you like Zelda, make sure to stick around. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully after I go on a hike. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the weather's good.